I see one. Right there.
It's now time for a KBRF Radio Sports streaming presentation. Tonight's game is proudly brought to you by the Minnesota Motor Company and the Minnesota Motor Company Halftime Show. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region Healthcare Timeout. Park Region and your Park Region Scoreboard. Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota Player of the Game. Midwest Printing. Ashby Sports. Running Stitches Embroidery. Ashby Equity. Ashby Market and Meats. Rylander. And by Underwood Insurance. Now let's head out for the pregame.
Hey, it's time for some Comet and Rothsay Tiger basketball tonight on KJ Country 96.5 FM, also streamed on the Fergus Now app and on the KBRF YouTube channel. I'm Mark Johnson, and Dave Bishop is our game site engineer, and Jesse Otto is our camera person tonight. We're looking forward to this one, this Little League Conference game between these two teams who played earlier this year on February 5th, and it was a 95-70 victory for the Comets in that one. But it's been a much improved season for Rothsay here, 13 wins on the season against 9 losses. And for the Comets, they've compiled a 17-5 record, and we'll take a look at the conference standings right now. They are 14-0 in the conference, followed by Hancock at 11-3, Underwood at 9-4. Rothsay at 9-5, so it's a good position for them right now. And it's interestingly enough, as we look at the overall standings as well, 17-5 for the Comets, and Rothsay 13-9 on the year. And so with that, it's very interesting that the Hillcrest girls, if they win out in the conference, and the Hillcrest boys win out in the conference, both will be undefeated conference championship. And I was talking to Donovan Rogan is the head coach of the Comets, and he said that's never been done in school history before. Both teams are warming up and getting ready for this one. JV game was won by Hillcrest, but everybody's getting loosened up and ready to go. We'll take a break and come back with more on our pregame show after this.
Have you ever experienced love at first drive? At Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls, that spark happens every day when customers get behind the wheel of a new Chevy or Buick vehicle. You'll also fall in love with how you'll be treated. Minnesota Motor Company is a dealership that provides honest deals and small-town care that lasts long after you drive off the lot. Find your new love today. Minnesota Motor. South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
It takes a team to win on the court and at home. When it comes to heating your house, Ashby Equity is the MVP. Their secure comfort propane options keep you warm all season long. Score big with contract pricing. Put Ashby Equity in the game today at ashbyequity.net.
Auto Owners is local, personal, and affordable. That's simple human sense.
Contact Dallas, Chris, or John at Rylander Insurance Agency in Ashby to find the right insurance that fits you.
What's your number?
I drove 113 miles.
And I drove 124 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
From fresh cut steaks to deli favorites and local goodies, Ashby Market and Meats brings the flavor home. Perfect for supper, snacking, or stocking up for the weekend, this place is a local favorite for a reason. Ashby Market and Meats, small town charm, big time taste.
At Underwood Insurance, your peace of mind is their priority. From home to auto, farm to commercial, they've got you covered with unbeatable rates and personalized plans. Call 826-6772 or stop by their Main Street office in Underwood. Get your quote today, and remember, go Rockets!
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Hey, welcome back to Hillcrest, where the Comets are hosting the Rothsay Tigers. And again, these are two teams that played earlier, and it was a 25-point victory for the Comets, and that one was at the Don Rose Gymnasium over on in Rothsay. Other games on the air tonight. Sauk Rapids Rice is in town in boys basketball to take on the Otters. That game is on AM 1250 KBRF, and Nick Keel with the call of that. That game is also a stream game. And then on Channel 977, Anoka Ramsey is in town to take on M-State in community college basketball. Rothsay's last game was a 72-57 loss to Brandon Evansville, and that was last Tuesday night. The Chargers shot 44% from the field, and Rothsay had a tough night shooting, only 34% at 22 for 64 in that one. In the game for Rothsay, Carson Jensen led the Tigers with 15 points. Mason Heidecker added 11, and their coach Jason Haas said their defense intensity wasn't quite there, and they gave up too many points to get a conference road win against Brandon Evansville. So that's the last game. The last game for the Comets was a 71-58 victory over the West Central Area Knights. In that game, Sean Berge, 31 points. He was 7 for 12 shooting from the free throw line. He had 7 rebounds. Lincoln Nash had a nice night, 14 points and 4 rebounds. And Ethan Swedberg, right around his average, 8 points, 12 rebounds. He averages about 10 to 12 a game and 12 rebounds. And then Drew Fisher chipped in 6 from his point guard position, and Zane Holmquist with 6 points as well. And so the Tigers right now looking to try to get a win here, get a conference win against a very, very good team. Hillcrest has won 10 of their last 11 games. Their last loss goes way back to January 31st. It was against Park Christian, up at Park Christian. They lost to Park Christian 48-56. But it is a great night for basketball. Again, the JV for Hillcrest won this one. And we'll have an update on the Otter boys game against Sauk Rapids Rice. So this is the last week of the high school regular season for the girls. Our area girls teams. Friday and Saturday will be the seedings. And tune in to our late media stations. Also look at CraigOlsonSports.com. And we'll give you the coverage. You can see which games we're going to be covered, but it's a great, great time of the year. The boys have a whole nother week of games, and so with that, Hillcrest will take on Parker's Prairie tomorrow night at Parker's Prairie, and then Lake Park Audubon on Tuesday the 24th, and they'll finish out against Norman County East, Ulen Hitterdal on the 27th. As far as the Tigers go, after tonight, they'll take on Hancock at Rothsay. Then they'll travel to New York Mills to take on the Eagles on next Tuesday. Then they'll finish up against Ada Borup West at Rothsay on the 27th. So things are really winding down. And, of course, the Otter girls hockey team lost in the section finals here about a week ago. And then the Otter boys lost Tuesday night. Yeah, it was Tuesday night to Wilmer. So time for basketball, though. We'll take another break and come back with more on our pregame show. It's the Comets and the Tigers on KJ Country.
Auto Owners is local, personal, and affordable. That's simple human sense.
Contact Dallas, Chris, or John at Rylander Insurance Agency in Ashby to find the right insurance that fits you.
From fresh cut steaks to deli favorites and local goodies, Ashby Market and Meats brings the flavor home. Perfect for supper, snacking, or stocking up for the weekend, this place is a local favorite for a reason. Ashby Market and Meats, small town charm, big time taste.
At Ashby Public Schools, excellence is our tradition. Small school, big impact, lasting legacy. We nurture talents through academics, athletics, and community service. Experience the Ashby difference. Visit ashby.k12.mn.us.
At Underwood Insurance, your peace of mind is their priority. From home to auto, farm to commercial, they've got you covered with unbeatable rates and personalized plans. Call 826-6772 or stop by their Main Street office in Underwood. Get your quote today, and remember, go Rockets!
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
It takes a team to win on the court and at home. When it comes to heating your house, Ashby Equity is the MVP. Their secure comfort propane options keep you warm all season long. Score big with contract pricing. Put Ashby Equity in the game today at ashbyequity.net.
The 2025 model year closeout sale continues at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. They have 2 remaining Buick Envistas that would definitely cheer up your winter blues. With these great deals, you can get into a new, sporty, reliable vehicle for just over $25,000. Buick, exceptional by design.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Hey, welcome back to Hillcrest as we're moments away from our Nelson Auto Center starting lineups. That'll be in just a minute here. But, again, Rothsay coming off a loss here to Brandon Evansville, 72-57, and the Comets coming off a big win, 71-58 over West Central area. Now, it's very interesting. In the past, in Section 6A basketball, you had the North subsection 6A and the South subsection 6A. And now they've lumped it all together. There's 22 teams, and so the QRF, and Craig Olson and I and others have talked about that, but some actuary and statistician that's way smarter than I am came up with a formula how to rank the teams. But Henning is undefeated now, 23-0. They have a QRF of 108.1. Then it's Pelican Rapids at 107.1, and then Park Christian, and then Hillcrest. And only about 4 points as far as the QRF separate those 2 teams. But, yeah, it's just 22 teams in this section, and there'll be some play-in games, and the brackets will come out after a bit. We're going to pause and come back with our Nelson Auto Center starting lineups after this timeout. It's the Tigers and the Comets on KJ Country, also streamed on the Fergus Now app on the KBRF YouTube channel.
From fresh-cut steaks to deli favorites and local goodies, Ashby Market and Meats brings the flavor home. Perfect for supper, snacking, or stocking up for the weekend, this place is a local favorite for a reason. Ashby Market and Meats, small-town charm, big-time taste.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
At Underwood Insurance, your peace of mind is their priority. From home to auto, farm to commercial, they've got you covered with unbeatable rates and personalized plans. Call 826-6772 or stop by their Main Street office in Underwood. Get your quote today, and remember, go Rockets!
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
It takes a team to win on the court and at home. When it comes to heating your house, Ashby Equity is the MVP. Their secure comfort propane options keep you warm all season long. Score big with contract pricing. Put Ashby Equity in the game today at ashbyequity.net.
At Ashby Public Schools, excellence is our tradition. Small school, big impact, lasting legacy. We nurture talents through academics, athletics, and community service. Experience the Ashby difference. Visit ashby.k12.mn.us.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls is proud to support our local high school sports teams. From big business projects or even just a few flyers, they've got you covered with quality printing and personal service. Call Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls.
Auto Owners is local, personal, and affordable. That's simple human sense.
Contact Dallas, Chris, or John at Rylander Insurance Agency in Ashby to find the right insurance that fits you.
All right, we're back. Electric guitar rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. And it's now time for the Nelson Auto Center starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center. Let's look at the starting lineups, first of all, for the Rothsay Tigers. I'll get Rothsay up here. And we'll go like this. They'll look like this. It'll be number 0, Carson Jensen. And then number 2, Mason Heidacker, 6'1" and a sophomore. Number 3, Nathan Oyen Kreplin. Kreplin is a senior. And then number 5, Wesley Phillips, 6'1", and a junior. And then Brendan Court, 5'11", and a senior. And the starting lineups here for the Hillcrest Lutheran Academy Comets look like this. Sean Berge averaging 20 points a game, 11 rebounds, 6'2", and a senior. Number 3, Drew Fisher, 5'7", and a senior. And number 4, Kian Stender. Stender right now is, again, he's 6'4" and a senior. Then Lincoln Nash, averaging 17 a game, 6'1", and a senior. And then number 24, Ethan Swedberg, or number 23, Ethan Swedberg. He's averaging 11 points a game and 12 rebounds, 6'3", and a senior. Those are your Nelson Auto Center starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center, Highway 210 West in Fergus Falls. And we're set to play some basketball. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Also on our streaming outlets on the Fergus Now app and the KBRF YouTube channel. And Swedberg will jump it here against Mason Heidecker as we get things rolling here from the Hillcrest Lutheran Academy Gymnasium, controlled here by the Comets. Kian Stender, near side pass to Fisher. Down the corner, goes to Berge. They reverse it quickly to the far side to Lincoln Nash. Down along the baseline to get inside to Swedberg. Shot is no good. And the rebound taken there by number 5. And that is Wesley Phillips. Here come the Tigers. Jensen with it. He'll hand it off now to Oyen Kreplin. Shot three-pointer put up no good. Rebound by Jensen. Pass inside. Right-hand shot put up there by Nathan Oyen Kreplin. Kreplin pass over near side. Three-point attempt. No good that time from Jensen. Rebound up and in there for Brendan Court. So Court with the rebound. And it's a 2-0 lead here for the Rothsay Tigers. High post pass to Swedberg. Drew Fisher now to the near side. Comes to Kian Stender. Fisher's going to drive. Quarter kick. Berge for 3. That's short. And the rebound taken there by Brennan Court. Turnover here on the Tigers in transition. Shot up and in, or no good, pardon me. And that was put up by Stender, and he is fouled. And the foul is going to be on Kason Jensen, his first personal foul. Team's first team foul. And Stender will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw is good. One more on the way. And when the Comets get their first point, the fans are able to sit down. Rebound. Second shot no good. Rebound picked up there by number 3, Oyen Kreplin. Near side pass. Tigers with the basketball. Man-to-man defense by Hillcrest. Near side pass to Nathan Oyen Kreplin. Down the corner. Pass picked up by Oyen Kreplin. Top of the key now to Phillips. Pass off to Court. Court to the near side. Oyen Kreplin on the dribble. And a double dribble and a turnover on Rothsay. 2-1, Rothsay leads it. This game just underway. Little League Conference game, and the Comets looking to try to go undefeated in conference play. Back court now, Stender, right side pass for Drew Fisher along the far sidelines. Zone defense here for the Tigers. Pass down to Berge. High post, Swedberg, Drew Fisher, he's going to drive. Right hand shot doesn't drop. Rebound, Mason Heidecker. Here's Heidecker with the basketball, guarded by Berge. Man-to-man defense by the Comets. He'll hand it off to Jensen. Heidecker looks at the three, long three. Fisher with a rebound. And here comes Berge. His shot is going to be blocked that time there by Mason Heidecker. Front court pass. Owen Kreplin down into the corner to Court. Out to Heidecker. Through traffic, gets it up. And off the left-hand reverse is no good. And the rebound taken there by Ethan Swedberg. Here's Swedberg with the basketball. Drew Fisher for three. Right hands it and hits it. So Fisher with a three-pointer. And it's 4-2 Comets here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. 14:55 to play in the first half. Bounce pass out high. And a drive this time. Right-hander off the glass. Court. Shot doesn't drop. Stender with a rebound. And away with the basketball comes Drew Fisher. Nash for three. Lincoln Nash hits a three. Just like that, it's 7-2 Comets. Couple three-pointers back-to-back. One by Fisher, one by Nash. Top of the key. A little dribble drive here by Nathan Owen Kreplin. Hands it off to Heidecker. Three-point attempt, air ball by Kaysen Jensen. And here comes Berge on the fast break, and he'll score easily. 9-2. Comets now with a 7-point lead. 14 minutes to play in the first half. Again, the Comet JV beat the Tigers. But a 7-point win. I believe it was like 42-35. Dribble drive here. Wesley Phillips. Shot from the corner. Three-point attempt. No good by Court. And the rebound goes to Ethan Swedberg. Front court pass. Lincoln Nash. Cross court now to Sandbergy. Back down to Swedberg. Turnover Comets. And here comes Jensen. Man, just about traveled there. Had to tap it over to Court. Here's Court at the top of the key. And gives it to Phillips. Down low along the baseline. Heidecker. Pass picked off by Nash. Comets are running. Drew Fisher. Bounce pass. Fisher gets it back, and then it's swatted away. A little give and go with Berge. And it's swatted away in a block shot. And Zane Holmquist will come in for the Comets, replaces Kean Stender. And in for Rothsay is Asher Cato. Wonder if his grandpa and grandma Carrie and Anita Osnes are listening down in Oklahoma. Right side pass, Zane Holmquist, or watching. Owen Kreplin guarding. Near side pass, Lincoln Nash left alone for a three, spots it up and hits it. So Lincoln Nash with 2 3-pointers. And it's a 12-2 Comet lead here on the Park Region scoreboard. Kind of a little bit of a slow start. Not a really slow start for the Comets, but they've hit 3 straight threes here now. Top of the key, Phillips. Little dribble drive by Carson Jensen. Pulls up, 6-foot runner, doesn't drop. Rebound, Berge. Comets will push it up. Here's Lincoln Nash to Drew Fisher. Back to Nash. Inside to Swedberg. Oh, he had Berge cutting, and he's fouled. He had found him, Sean Berge cutting, and he is fouled. And Rothsay Tiger foul here. And it's going to be on Mason Heidecker, his first personal. Team's second. And to the line goes Sean Berge at 31 points. In that win over West Central area. He's averaging about 20 points a game, 11 rebounds. So Berge at the free throw line. That right-hander is good. Second one on the way. Comets lead at 13-2. on the Park Region scoreboard. We'll have our Minnesota Motor halftime show coming up at the half. Second free throw is good. He's got 4 points, and it's 14-2 here in favor of Hillcrest. Over the timeline. Jensen, near side pass down the corner it goes to Court. Picked up by Asher Cato. Here's Asher with the basketball. He'll give it off to Jensen. Jensen now at the free throw line, elbow. Out to Heidecker. Back to Jensen. Jensen drives baseline. Down low to Phillips. Out to Cato. Three-point attempt doesn't drop. And it goes up and hits the top of the basket. Goes out of bounds. And substitutions here now for the Comets. Kean Stender comes back in. And also Griffin House, his first action of the night. And we have a 1-2-2 kind of half-court press here now by Rothsay. Stay out of the corners. Kean Stender, right side, pass just about picked off to the basket. Kean Stender spins, left-hander, good. Timeout taken. Our timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. Oh, there it is. 11:40 to play in the first half. 16-2 is the score. We'll come back after this break.
Auto Owners is local, personal, and affordable. That's simple human sense.
Contact Dallas, Chris, or John at Rylander Insurance Agency in Ashby to find the right insurance that fits you.
At Ashby Public Schools, excellence is our tradition. Small school, big impact, lasting legacy. We nurture talents through academics, athletics, and community service. Experience the Ashby difference. Visit ashby.k12.mn.us.
From fresh-cut steaks to deli favorites and local goodies, Ashby Market and Meats brings the flavor home. Perfect for supper, snacking, or stocking up for the weekend, this place is a local favorite for a reason. Ashby Market and Meats, small-town charm, big-time taste.
We're back in the timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. Rothsay wanting to talk this one over. Asher Cato for three. Nice job there as Asher drains it. 16-5. Comets by 9 points here. Down the corner it goes to House. He'll bring it out to Holmquist. Lincoln Nash back to House. House drives. Pulls it. He's at the blocks trying to make some space. Kicks it out to Holmquist. Shot clock down to 10. Nash for three. Man, he's lighting it up. He's got 9, all on three-pointers. 19-5. Big lead for the Comets with 10:45 to play in the first half. Phillips gives it off to Jensen. Jensen drives. Right-hander off the glass. Doesn't drop. Rebound Lincoln Nash ahead to Kean Stender. And an easy layup there. Nash with the rebound got it ahead to Stender, and it's 21-5. Comets up big here in the first half. Mason Heidecker with the basketball. He's going to drive. Pulls out with the blocks. High arcing shot doesn't drop. Nash with a rebound. Right side pass to House. Now Stender back out to Holmquist. They move it around the outside against the zone. Bounce pass in the corner to Griffin House. Long three for Nash. In and out. Rebound Swedberg. And up and in. Ethan Swedberg with an offensive rebound and a basket. He's got 3 boards already in this one. 23-5. Big lead here for the Comets. Holmquist blocks the pass there. Cato tried to get it back out to Heidecker, and it's going to be picked up now by Holmquist. Zane Holmquist over the timeline. Down to Swedberg in the corner. Back out to Nash. Can't leave him alone right now. He's got 3 threes already in the first 8 minutes. Zane Holmquist in the paint. Shot up, doesn't drop. Oh, and the rebound wasn't controlled there by Kaysen Jensen. It goes out of bounds. And checking back in for the Comets is Berge and also Drew Fisher. And in for the Asher Cato stays in the game. And then coming in back in for Rothsay is Owen Kreplin. Nathan Owen Kreplin down the corner. Berge out to Drew Fisher. Back to Berge. Shot clock down under 7 now, down to 5. Pass in the paint. Berge creates space. Lincoln Nash for three. Hard off the heel. Rebound. Berge doesn't drop. And the rebound picked up nicely under the basket that time by Brennan. Into the front court. Shot up, and he's going to be fouled in transition that time. Heidecker with a basket. Rothsay running, and this time Heidecker is fouled by Stender. Lincoln Nash, his first personal. And Heidecker's going to go to the line with a chance to convert the three-point play. 23-7 right now is the score here on the Park Region scoreboard. Free throw is no good. Rebound, Sean Berge, quickly into the front court. Berge gets it back from Stender. Berge through traffic. Right-hander doesn't drop. Had his own rebound momentarily, and it was tipped out of his hands. And so it will be Rothsay Tiger basketball. 23-7 in favor here of Rothsay. Here's Heidecker with the basketball. Now to Cato. Asher with the basketball, swings it back out to Jensen. Down the corner. Owen Kreplin has it taken away, and Drew Fisher will pick it up. Fisher off to Lincoln Nash. Kean Stender for three. Doesn't drop. Good job on the weak side rebound that time by Asher Cadle. 23-7 in favor of Hillcrest here with 8:05 to play. Asher's uncle, Cody Ostis, was a great player here for Hillcrest. There's a three-pointer. That time by Kaysen Jensen. Cody went over the 1,000-point mark in his career. That'd be Asher Cadle's uncle. High post pass, now to the corner it goes. Kean Stender for three. That's good. Boy, Hillcrest is really shooting it here. 26-10 here on the Park Region scoreboard. Asher Cato for three. Misses right. Had a good angle on that one to see where it's headed. And a foul on the rebound. And I believe it's going to be on Rothsay. All right. It's on, falls on Owen Kreplin, his first personal. Swedberg comes back in, as does Zane Holmquist. 26-10 now. It's a 16-point lead here for the Comets. Over the timeline goes to Drew Fisher. Down the corner to Holmquist. Right side pass. Stender back out to Fisher. Fisher looks to drive. Stender in the corner. Spots up a three. Right hands it. Doesn't drop. Rebound picked up by Fisher. Pass tried to get into Swedberg. It was tipped there by Phillips and picked off here by Brennan Court. Owen Kreplin out high to Mason Jensen, or Carson, top of the key. Picks up his dribble. Handed off there to Brennan Court. In at the elbow. Bounces it out, but it went between the legs there of Wesley Phillips. And Carson Jensen's going to come out, and Mason Heidecker checks back in. Also, Ben Metzger seeing his first action of the night. 26-10 in favor of the Comets. Again, we have 6:40 to play here in the first half. Right side pass. Stender down the corner against the 2-3 Rothsay zone. Zane Holmquist picks up his dribble. Berge into Swedberg at the high post. Kicks it out to Berge. Berge's going to drive, jump stop, right-hander, doesn't drop. And a scramble for the basketball and a jump ball, and the possession arrow is going to favor Rothsay. So Berge went up for the shot, and he was fouled. Not fouled, but he missed it. Timeout taken. Our timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. 26-10 is our score. We'll come back with more here from Hillcrest.
The 2025 model year closeout sale continues at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. They have 2 remaining Buick Envistas that would definitely cheer up your winter blues. With these great deals, you can get into a new, sporty, reliable vehicle for just over $25,000. Buick, exceptional by design.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
At Underwood Insurance, your peace of mind is their priority. From home to auto, farm to commercial, they've got you covered with unbeatable rates and personalized plans. Call 826-6772 or stop by their Main Street office in Underwood. Get your quote today, and remember, go Rockets!
Hey, welcome back to the action. Get our timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. As the Tigers turn it over, Swedberg elevated and tapped that one away. High post to Ethan, down the corner. Kean Stender for 3, doesn't drop. Zane Holmquist with the rebound. Gives it off to Drew Fisher. Fisher in the paint, his shot doesn't drop. Tried to tip it out of there, and it's picked up by Wesley Phillips. Phillips into the front court. Picks up his dribble. Gives it out to Heidecker. Good man-to-man defense by the Comets. Been their trademark for a lot of years. He's playing tight man. Pass down low to Phillips. Turnover. Picked up by Kean Stender. Quickly to the front court, Ethan Swedberg. Now to Holmquist. Back out to Berge. Now Zane Holmquist. Talking to head coach Donovan Rognes of the Comets, he said, with all these seniors, I just kind of watch them play, he said. Now he's coaching them, but he said, I watch them play. Shot by Berge's no good. Rebound picked up there by Brennan Court, and a foul here on the Comets. It's going to be on Sean Berge, his first personal. And the team's second personal. 5:17 to play in the first half. 26-10 in favor of Hillcrest. Asher Cato checks back in for Rothsay. And Easton Court comes into the game as well. Over the timeline, Carson Jensen. Guarded tightly by Drew Fisher. Now to Brennan Court. Back to Jensen. Jensen with a left-hand dribble. Top of the key. Stolen away by Swedberg. He can flush him, too. I want to see a dunk from Ethan tonight. He's got good ups. He had a great football season. The whole Hillcrest Comets losing in the state championship. 9-man. Here's Asher Cato, top of the key. To the near side to Heidecker. Heidecker guarded by Lincoln Nash. Back to Asher. Carson Jensen, long 3. Front of the rim. Swedberg with a rebound. Here comes Zane Holmquist. Euro step, shot off the glass, doesn't drop. Rebounded on the weak side. There by Court. And here come the Tigers. Mason Heidecker, dribble, left side, guarded tightly by Drew Fisher. 3 from the corner, doesn't drop off the fingers of Easton Court. Rebound Swedberg. He's got 5 boards already. Now Zane Holmquist kicks it out. Fisher will pick it up along the far sidelines. Now Swedberg. Outside the arc, we give it to Kean Stender. He's got 3 3-pointers here in the first half. Stender get it back. Or pardon me, Lincoln Nash has the 3 3-pointers. 9 points on threes. Swedberg in the paint to Berge. And a 3-second violation. You don't see him call those very often, but it must have been no question about that. So a turnover here for Hillcrest. Here comes the Tigers over the timeline. Mason Heidecker over the midcourt stripe. Now to Asher Cato. Asher puts it on the floor. Picks up his dribble. Now to Heidecker once again at the top of the key. Guarded by Berge. And finally there's going to be a foul called here. Oh, they're going to call it on Rothsay. I think the Tiger fans wanted a Comet foul. So that last foul is going to go on number 2, Heidecker, his second. Rothsay's 4th with 3:46 to play in the first half. 26-10 is our score. We've been stuck on that for quite a while here. And here's Fisher with the basketball. Out to Nash. Fisher gets it back to Lincoln Nash. Swedberg at the high post, 1 dribble. Right-hander in the paint, doesn't drop. And it's out of bounds, last touched by Rothsay. 26-10, 3:32 to go in the first half. Have our Minnesota Motor halftime report coming up. Carson Jensen over the timeline, guarded by Berge. Cato for three. Asher with his second three-pointer. He's got 6. And then a foul, they're going to say, on Carson Jensen in the front court. His second, team's 5th. 26-13. Following Asher Cato's second three-pointer. He's got 6 points. He leads all Rothsay scorers. Drew Fisher. Kean Stender, bounce pass to Berge on the blocks to Swedberg. Good defensive pressure that time by Rothsay. Into the front court. Carson Jensen. Three-pointer. Short there that time by Heidecker. He'll pull it up, puts one off the glass. That doesn't drop. Berge with a rebound with 2:45 to play. And a 26-13 lead here for the Comets. Cross-court pass. Lincoln Nash down low. Swedberg and a nice reverse underneath by Ethan Swedberg. He has 4, and it's 28-13 in favor of the Comets. Here on the Park Region scoreboard. Their biggest lead was 18 at 23-5. Jensen drives. Got a little control there. He tried to feed it inside, but it was tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Rothsay. We'll get an update on that Sauk Rapids Rice Otter boys basketball game here at the half. Into the front court it goes. High post trying to get it into Swedberg. Stolen away by the Comets. And here comes Rothsay. Cato for 3. That doesn't drop. Swedberg with his 6th rebound. Now Fisher with it. Minute 52 to play in the first half. Drew Fisher, high post. Berge, corner. Nash. Lincoln will drive. Down low. Berge below the basket. Shot doesn't drop. And the rebound underneath there taken by Nathan Oyen-Kreplin. 28-13 here, a 15-point lead and a timeout taken here by Rothsay. Our timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. We'll come back with more. Comets lead at 28-13.
At Underwood Insurance, your peace of mind is their priority. From home to auto, farm to commercial, they've got you covered with unbeatable rates and personalized plans. Call 826-6772 or stop by their Main Street office in Underwood. Get your quote today, and remember, go Rockets!
What's your number?
We drove 5.2 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Hey, we're back here at Hillcrest. Again, our timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. Those of you on our streaming, you get to see the Where to Eat feature. Dave Bishop, they just filmed a new one. You have to just suspense. We're not going to let anybody know where it's at. Evansville. All right. I get hungry every time I see that, and I see all the good ads. American Legion, watching the Viking Cafe ones, and oofta. All the good establishments. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Minnesota Motor sponsor the admission tonight here. They're our halftime sponsor. Appreciate their sponsorship. Mid-Central Credit Union. Pardon me, Mid-Central Credit Union. There's a three-pointer from Carson Jensen. Minnesota Motors has sponsored a lot of entries, but Mid-Central Credit Union. Over the timeline, Drew Fisher. 28-16, lead down to 12 now from 18. Comets with the lead in the basketball here with 1:03 to play. Good defense here by the Comets in that 2-3 down the corner. Drew Fisher, he'll drive, kicks it out. Oh, looked like he walked there, but Stender's shot is no good. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by the Comets. 51.3 seconds ago, so if the Tigers can hit a 3, they can get it within 10 here, or a 2-pointer would be a 10-point ball game, and it was a 23-5 lead at one point. Comets on the man-to-man defense. Jensen with a drive off the glass and good. Carson Jensen with an acrobatic shot there, and it's 28-18. Down the corner it goes. 30 seconds to go in the half. Comets with the basketball. Fisher for three. High arcing shot, and he fills it up. And that's the Comets needed to get some momentum back there. 31-18 as Rothsay was coming on. Tigers with the basketball here. 10 seconds to go in the half. Jensen picks up his dribble. Asher Cadle off the glass, doesn't drop. Rebound, front court, 2 seconds to go. Berge at the buzzer. It's no good. So our score at the half, 31-18 in favor of Hillcrest. We're going to come back with our Minnesota Motor halftime show. I have that for you after this timeout.
Lake Region Healthcare knows what all coaches know. It takes tons of teamwork, great amounts of grit, and heaps of hustle to triumph. Lake Region Healthcare, supporting and celebrating our high school athletes.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls is proud to support our local high school sports teams. From big business projects or even just a few flyers, they've got you covered with quality printing and personal service. Call Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls.
Hey, we're back here at the Hillcrest Student Life Center where the Comets lead it by a score of 31-8. Our Minnesota Motor halftime show begins right now. Minnesota Motor Company located on South Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls. I want to tell you about Running Stitches Embroidery. They are the local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. So the first half looks like this statistically. The Comets with 31 points, 7 for Sean Berge, 2 for 2 from the line. He does have 3 rebounds as well. 3 points and 1 board for Drew Fisher. Kean Stender with 6 points, 1 rebound. Lincoln Nash, 3 3-pointers. He's got 9 points and 2 boards. And then Ethan Swedberg, 4 points and 6 rebounds. And the Comets were 3 for 4 in the first half as far as the free throws go. Rothsay's scoring looks like this. And it is Kason Jensen. He's got 8 points. He's got 2 3-pointers and a 1 2-point field goal. Mason Heidecker has 2 points and 1 board. Nathan Oyen Kreplin has not scored. He has 2 boards. Wesley Phillip has 1 rebound. Kurt Brennan, 2 points, 4 boards. Or Brennan Court, pardon me. 2 points and 4 boards. And then Asher Cadle, he's got 2 3-pointers in the first half and 1 rebound. He's got 6 points and then 1 board for Easton Court. And Rothsay only shot 1 free throw in the first half, and they were 0 for 1 in the first half. The biggest lead of the game so far, 23-5. It was an 18-point lead for the Comets at one point. And then Rothsay got the lead down to 10, 28-18. Then the 3-pointer by Drew Fisher at the half put the Comets up 31-18. We'll take a timeout here as our Minnesota Motor halftime report continues. Again, the Comets lead at 31-18 on the Park Region scoreboard. Park Region, service beyond the connection.
Have you ever experienced love at first drive? At Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls, that spark happens every day when customers get behind the wheel of a new Chevy or Buick vehicle. You'll also fall in love with how you'll be treated. Minnesota Motor Company is a dealership that provides honest deals and small-town care that lasts long after you drive off the lot. Find your new love today.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
It takes a team to win on the court and at home. When it comes to heating your house, Ashby Equity is the MVP. Their secure comfort propane options keep you warm all season long. Score big with contract pricing. Put Ashby Equity in the game today at ashbyequity.net.
Auto Owners is local, personal, and affordable. That's simple human sense.
Contact Dallas, Chris, or John at Rylander Insurance Agency in Ashby to find the right insurance that fits you.
What's your number?
I drove 113 miles.
And I drove 124 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
From fresh cut steaks to deli favorites and local goodies, Ashby Market and Meats brings the flavor home. Perfect for supper, snacking, or stocking up for the weekend, this place is a local favorite for a reason. Ashby Market and Meats, small town charm, big time taste.
At Underwood Insurance, your peace of mind is their priority. From home to auto, farm to commercial, they've got you covered with unbeatable rates and personalized plans. Call 826-6772 or stop by their Main Street office in Underwood. Get your quote today, and remember, go Rockets!
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
We're back at Hillcrest, where Hillcrest leads Rothsay by a score of 31-18. Again, we're at the half. Let's look at the scoring once again. Sean Berge with 7 points for the Comets. Drew Fisher, 1 3-pointer. Kean Stender with 6 points. And 3 3-pointers for Lincoln Nash in the first half. And Ethan Swedberg with a pair of 2-point field goals, 4 points, but he does have 6 first-half rebounds. He's averaging about 12 boards a game. Rothsay, Carson Jensen had 8 points in the first half. He had 2 threes included in that. Mason Heidecker with 2. And Nathan Oyen Kreplin did not score, but he had a couple of boards. 2 points for Brennan Court. And Mason Cadle, he hit 2 3-pointers in the first half as well. So a good first half for Mason. And the Otters right now, the Comets lead at 31-18. Only 5 free throws shot in the first half. That's not very many. The Comets were 3 for 4. And the Tigers were 0 for 1 from the line. So not a lot of things happening as far as foul. It hasn't been a very physical game, but it's been just a pretty moderately paced, kind of slow it down, and sometimes, putting the ball up the court too. But, again, the Tigers cut that lead down to 10. It was up to 18, and they hit a couple 3-pointers and a 2-point field goal. And right now the score is 31-18. They're getting the floor all spiffed up again. They had a little halftime shooting contest, and they got I love to see the floor brooms out like that. That was, as a kid, that was always my favorite thing to watch when they're doing the floors. I thought that would be so cool to be one of those guys. And back in the day, it was the school janitor. All right, we'll take one more break. We'll come back with the second half. 31-18 Comets with the lead. Listening to Comet Tiger Basketball on KJ Country, also streamed on the Fergus Now app and on the KBRF Radio YouTube channel.
Auto Owners is local, personal, and affordable. That's simple human sense.
Contact Dallas, Chris, or John at Rylander Insurance Agency in Ashby to find the right insurance that fits you.
From fresh cut steaks to deli favorites and local goodies, Ashby Market and Meats brings the flavor home. Perfect for supper, snacking, or stocking up for the weekend, this place is a local favorite for a reason. Ashby Market and Meats, small town charm, big time taste.
At Ashby Public Schools, excellence is our tradition. Small school, big impact, lasting legacy. We nurture talents through academics, athletics, and community service. Experience the Ashby difference. Visit ashby.k12.mn.us.
At Underwood Insurance, your peace of mind is their priority. From home to auto, farm to commercial, they've got you covered with unbeatable rates and personalized plans. Call 826-6772 or stop by their Main Street office in Underwood. Get your quote today, and remember, go Rockets!
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
It takes a team to win on the court and at home. When it comes to heating your house, Ashby Equity is the MVP. Their secure comfort propane options keep you warm all season long. Score big with contract pricing. Put Ashby Equity in the game today at ashbyequity.net.
The 2025 model year closeout sale continues at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. They have 2 remaining Buick Envistas that would definitely cheer up your winter blues. With these great deals, you can get into a new, sporty, reliable vehicle for just over $25,000. Buick, exceptional by design.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
All right, welcome back. 31-18 is the score. Both teams are back getting warmed up here. Ready for the second half. And again, Dave Neese is our game site engineer, and Jesse Otto, camera person. Great to have Jesse on board. And we're set to go here again. We'll see if Hillcrest can get that lead back down under 10 or so, but it seemed like every time they did it, the Comets answered. And when it got down to 38-20 or 28-18, Drew Fisher hit a 3, putting the Comets back up in double digits and then some. So, all right, that'll do it for our halftime report. Again, brought to you by the Minnesota Motor Company. Don't forget our post-game show, we'll name our quality player of the game, brought to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. Comets with the basketball to start the second half. Comes down the corner to Berge. Cross-court pass picked off there by Heidecker. And he'll bring it over the timeline. Heidecker with the basketball. And a 31-18 lead here, a 13-point lead for Hillcrest. Carson Jensen leaves his feet, gives it down to Nathan Oyen Kreplin. Drive, Heidecker, lefty in traffic. A nice nifty move there by Heidecker. 31-20. 11-point lead for the Comets. Comets are leading with the basketball. Here's Sean Berge out high to Kean Stender. Stender will get it back. Now to Berge in the corner. Looks at the 3. Decides not to. Little drive by Drew Fisher, and Fisher scores. He has 7 points. Drew Fisher with great quickness. He's got 1 3-pointer. Yeah, it was in the first half. Heidecker with the basketball. Right-hand dribble guarded by Drew Fisher. Off to Oyen Kreplin. Now Jensen with it. Picks up his dribble. Out to Phillips. Here's Brennan Court. Now Heidecker, he'll drive. Baseline. Stepped on the end line. He was saying maybe he was bumped out of bounds, but he stepped on the end line, so the turnover gives the ball back to Hillcrest. Comets lead at 33-20 on the Park Region scoreboard. Nash, now to Stender. Little 1-2-2 soft pressure. Berge, cross court, Nash. Lincoln Nash picks up his dribble. Gives it out to Berge. Into the corner. No, it goes into Swedberg. Swedberg. Now Lincoln Nash left alone for 3 and hits it. He fills it up. And he's got 12 points, all on 3-pointers. 36-20. Just like that, the lead goes up to 16. Rothsay with the basketball. Phillips out to Heidecker. 3-pointer. Partially tipped, I think, by Berge. And the shot went left of the rim, and then it was tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Rothsay. Well, they're going to say it was Tigers basketball as Lincoln Nash was set to pass it in. And so Rothsay will throw it in on their own basket, trailing 36-20. Inbound pass comes into Phillips. Wesley Phillips with a right-hand dribble. Jensen for 3. Right hands at nothing but Twine. He's got 11. 36-23. They haven't changed the clock yet, have they? Nash in traffic. They still haven't changed the score up there, have they? It should be 30. They gave it to the wrong team. It should be 36-23. We'll see if the Rothsay folks catch it. Now they have it 38-23. Oh, they did. Yeah, there we go. That's right. So they got things straightened around. I should just stick to broadcasting, right? Yeah, Dave Bishop's, he's Johnny on the spot. Comets with a basketball. Leading here by 15 with 14:50 to play. Bounce pass. Berge under the basket, doesn't drop. Tried to get his own rebound, scramble for the ball. Swedberg's going to come in, but it's going to be picked up by Rothsay, and they're going to call a jump ball here. Possession arrow in favor of the Tigers. So 36-23, the Tigers trail here by 15 with 14.5 minutes to play here on the Park Region scoreboard. Left-hand dribble, Heidecker with it. Drives down along the baseline, and he's going to be fouled on his way to the basket. See who this one's going to be on. Going to be number 3, Drew Fisher, his second personal. Team's first here in the second half. Kian Stender comes out. Zane Holmquist will check in. 14:25 to play. 38-23 is our score. Favor of the Comets. Rossi with the basketball. Heidecker. Now to Brennan Court. Now to Phillips. Double teamed in the corner. Loses it. It's picked up by Swedberg. He'll give it off now to Berge. Sean Berge over the timeline. Looks to drive. Euro step. Right hand layup. Good. We'll count it. So a nice play by Sean Berge. Comes right down the paint. Puts it up. Foul is going to be on Wesley Phillips. His first personal. Berge to the line with a chance to convert the three-point play. And the free throw is good. He is successful. 41-23. Lead goes up to 18 here once again. Rossi with the basketball. Jensen now to Court. That's Brennan Court. Picks up his dribble. Now over to Berge. Look out for a dunk. Berge, nope, right hand layup and he'll score. He had someone chasing him, so Sean just made the safe play. Back the other direction. Heidecker, oh, swatted by Swedberg. And that's his dad. Ethan with a nice block, but then the Comets turn it over as Griffin House will check back in for Hillcrest. Comets lead it by 20 now. Their biggest lead of the game, 43-23. Mason Heidecker with the basketball. He's got 4 points. And a timeout taken here by Rothsay. This timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. 43-23, 20-point lead for the Comets. We'll come back after this.
Auto Owners is local, personal, and affordable. That's simple human sense.
Contact Dallas, Chris, or John at Rylander Insurance Agency in Ashby to find the right insurance that fits you.
At Ashby Public Schools, excellence is our tradition. Small school, big impact, lasting legacy. We nurture talents through academics, athletics, and community service. Experience the Ashby difference. Visit ashby.k12.mn.us.
From fresh cut steaks to deli favorites and local goodies, Ashby Market and Meats brings the flavor home. Perfect for supper, snacking, or stocking up for the weekend, this place is a local favorite for a reason. Ashby Market and Meats, small town charm, big time taste.
Hey, welcome back. The Comets lead 43-23. Rothsay taking a timeout. Again, our timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. Rothsay wanted to talk things over. Coach John Haas. Here's Phillips with the basketball. Picks up his dribble now to Heidecker. Right side pass to Carson Jensen. Back to Heidecker. Otter Boys lead Sauk Rapids Rice 59-43 with 9:15 to play. Pass ahead to Berge, up and in transition. It's 45-23. The Comets with a big lead here now of 22 points with 12:46 to play. Wesley Phillips now to Heidecker. Near side, Asher Cato for three, doesn't drop. Carson Jensen with a rebound to Phillips. Right side pass to Cato. Down the corner, Court. Phillips for three, right hands it, doesn't drop. And Swedberg with the rebound for the Comets. Quickly in transition, Zane Holmquist. Lincoln Nash, can't give him that much time. Missed it, missed long. Berge with the basketball, now to Holmquist. Here's Lincoln Nash. Shot clock down to 7. Nash for 3. Step back, doesn't drop. House with a rebound, tried to put it back up and in, but it went to the right. And here comes Rothsay back the other direction. 11:50 to play in the ball game, 45-23. Comets with the lead. Heidecker to the paint, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the line with a chance to convert the three-point play. Sean Berge is going to be called for the foul. Cutting to the basket right off the glass. And Heidecker with the basket, and Berge with his third personal foul. Drew Fisher is going to come in. Kean Stender is going to check in. And also William Selvig with his first action here of the night. (45-25). The lead's back up to 20 here for Hillcrest. And the free throw no good by Heidecker. He had a chance to convert the three-point play. Comets the other direction. Drew Fisher into the corner to Selvig. Kicks it back out. Kean Stender now. Pass down low. Swedberg. Oh, he had Berge into the basket. Drew Fisher kicks it out. Corner three-pointer. Good! Up and in. There for Will Selvig. His first basket and his first shot. 48-25. Big lead here now for Hillcrest. Cato with a shot. That doesn't drop. Here comes Ethan Swedberg into the front court. Drops it there. Selvig for 3. In and out. Rebound Phillips. And it's a 23-point lead for the Comets with 10:45 to play here in the basketball game. Cato, top of the key to Phillips. Now Jensen with the basketball. Puts it on the floor, drives, throws it out. Cato for 3. Right hands and hits it. How about it? Asher Cato with 9 points. He's hitting those threes, 48-28. Comets with the basketball, high post, Swedberg. They kick it out to Drew Fisher. 3, air ball, no good. Hit the end line. Selvig's trying to save it, but it was out of bounds. And Brennan Court's going to come in. Carson Jensen's going to come out. So Asher Cato's hit 3 3-pointers in this one. He's got 9 points. Here comes Heidecker with the basketball. He's got 6 in the game. Between the legs dribble, guarded by Drew Fisher. Down in the far corner it goes. Easton Court has checked into the ball game. Heidecker looks to drive. Pump fake, shot up, doesn't drop. Rebound taken by Owen Kreplin, and then tipped out of bounds there by the Comet. Sean Berge got a hand on that. It went out of bounds right in front of the Rothsay bench. Again, 48-20 is our score. 20-point lead here for Hillcrest. 9:50 to play. Heidecker with the basketball. Looks to drive. Creates some space. Shot doesn't drop. Fisher with a rebound. Here's Drew on the run. Shot up, doesn't drop. Rebound, Mason Heidecker. He'll bring it over to the timeline. Near side for Cato in the corner. Back out to Heidecker. Guarded by Kean Stender. He'll drive. Heidecker. Oh, what a nice move. Strong to the basket. Was going to go up with his left. It might have been blocked. Came underneath the basket with a right hand reverse layup. Down into the corner it goes to Fisher. Left side now for Will Selvig. Top of the key for Fisher. Back to Selvig. Strokes a 3. That's short. Rebound picked up there by Brennan Court. And he'll hand it off now to Heidecker. Will bring it over the timeline with 8:50 to play and a 48-30 score. Three-pointer attempt by Cato, no good. Rebound put up and in. That time by Brennan Court. Timeout taken by the Comets. This timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare will come back with more. Our score, Hillcrest 48, Rothsay 32.
Auto Owners is local, personal, and affordable. That's simple human sense.
Contact Dallas, Chris, or John at Rylander Insurance Agency in Ashby to find the right insurance that fits you.
At Ashby Public Schools, excellence is our tradition. Small school, big impact, lasting legacy. We nurture talents through academics, athletics, and community service. Experience the Ashby difference. Visit ashby.k12.mn.us.
From fresh cut steaks to deli favorites and local goodies, Ashby Market and Meats brings the flavor home. Perfect for supper, snacking, or stocking up for the weekend, this place is a local favorite for a reason. Ashby Market and Meats, small town charm, big time taste.
Hey, welcome back to Hillcrest. 48-32 is our score. Again, our timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. Again, our post-game show will name our Toyota Quality Player of the Game, brought to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. 31-18 was the score at the half, a 13-point lead for Hillcrest. They've extended that now to 48-32. And so 16, it's gone up to 20. It's as high as it's been. Actually 23 at 36-23. But Cato hits a three, and then a basket by Court, Brennan Court. A little half-court pressure here now by the Comets. Lincoln Nash, far side for Drew Fisher. Fisher will leave it there for Kean Stender. Stender will pick up his dribble. Now to Zane Holmquist. Lincoln Nash, Fisher in the paint, out to Zane Holmquist. He'll drive. Stender for three, right hands it, hard off the heel. Jensen with a rebound, quickly ahead to Heidecker. Heidecker down low, off the glass, lefty doesn't drop, gets his own rebound. Jensen for three, that's good. Tigers just not going away. Down to 13 here now. 48-35. The lead was up to 23 at one point. Good job here by Hillcrest, hanging tough in this one against a very good Comet team. Zane Holmquist in the corner, loses the ball. What they're going to say, there's going to be a foul. And it's going to be on Owen Kreplin, I believe, number 3. Or 15, they're going to say, that was on Easton Court. His first personal. Man, there hasn't been many fouls. I'm just holding my breath here. 2 fouls apiece here in the second half. Only shot 5 free throws in the first half. Drive along the baseline and a blocking foul there as Kean Stender takes the ball to the hole. And Easton Court gets up. Stender went hard to the basket. So the foul is going to be on Easton Court, I believe, his second. And Kean Stender will shoot 2. First free throw is good. One more on the way. Swedberg comes in. House comes out. 49-35. It's a 14-point lead here for the Comets. Both free throws are good. 50-35. Lead at 15. .5 lead here for Hillcrest. Heidecker with the basketball in the backcourt, guarded there by Sean Berge. Now to Jensen. Just hit a 3 last time down the floor. Court, bounce pass down low, and he's going to be fouled there by Fisher. I believe that's the 4th on Fisher. Unless I got that. Maybe it says it's only his 2nd, so my bad. So 3rd team foul. In the second half, Heidecker, bounce pass, right side. Jensen for 3, short, rebound, Lincoln Nash. Lincoln just has that athletic frame. He's long, good rebounder, good shooter. Down the corner, Nash gets it back. High post for Ethan Swedberg. Drew Fisher, back to Nash. Looks at the 3. Fisher down to Swedberg. In the paint, right-hander, off the glass, faked right, goes left. A nice play that time for Ethan. He's got 6. And Heidecker brings over the timeline, 52-35. 17-point lead here for the Comets with 6:40 to play in the basketball game. Brennan Court drives, turnaround jumper, and he gets it to drop. Good touch that time. Create a little space. He's got 6 now. Otter Boys up big on the Storm, 68-45 against Sauk Rapids Rice at the Gold Gymnasium. Shot put up by Sean Berge, a 3. He's dialed in now. He's got 19 in the game. 3 for 3 from the line. Down the corner. Baseline drive. They kick it out. Wesley Phillips for 3. That doesn't drop. Berge's going to pick it up. Quickly ahead to Fisher. Right-hander up and in transition. And it's 57-37. Just like that, the lead goes right back up to 20. 5:45 to play here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Heidecker with the basketball. Bounce pass right side. Now to the near corner to Owen Kreplin. Heidecker looks to drive. Kicks it out. Carson. Jensen with a shot, doesn't drop. Lincoln Nash, front court. Sean Berge, Euro step and a basket. He's got good size. He is long. He just runs so well. 59-37. All Comets here now. Up by 22 with 5:12 to play. And then Zane Holmquist swats the pass away as Jensen tried to get it to Phillips. Heidecker looks to drive. Now to Phillips. Heidecker guarded by Sean Berge. Just about taken away by Fisher. Shot off, up and in there. Heidecker working hard for those 2 points. He's got 10 in the game. Shot in the corner. Berge for 3. He's heating it up. You can see that confidence just building. He's over 20 now. I think he's at, I'll get it here, 9, 13, 15, 16. He's at 27 now. Timeout on the floor. Timeout taken here by Rothsay. We'll come back with more. 62-39, Comets up big.
Lake Region Healthcare knows what all coaches know. It takes tons of teamwork, great amounts of grit, and heaps of hustle to triumph. Lake Region Healthcare, supporting and celebrating our high school athletes.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls is proud to support our local high school sports teams. From big business projects or even just a few flyers, they've got you covered with quality printing and personal service. Call Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls.
Hey, we're back here. Our timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. 62-39 is our score now, so it's a 23-point lead here for Hillcrest. Rothsay will throw it in across court here. And the pass is into Heidecker, who's had a good game here for the Tigers. Again, Asher Cato's hit 3 3-pointers. He's got 9. 14 points for Carson Jensen. Oh, and then the pass goes through Court's hand, out of bounds. 10 points for Mason Heidecker. And 6 for Brennan Court. On the turnover, the ball goes back to Hillcrest. Lincoln Nash, front court to Berge. Berge's going to drive. Kicks it out to Swedberg. Hands it off to Nash. Lincoln Nash. Little 3-2 zone here, 1-2-2. Kind of a matchup type of deal. They bounce it out. Stender for 3, and he hits it. Kian Stender with a 3. 65-39. 28-point lead here now for Hillcrest. Phillips with the basketball down the corner. Jensen for 3. Right hands it, doesn't drop. Rebound picked up there by Phillips, up and off the glass. So a nice play by Phillips. A nice rebound and a putback. 65-41. Berge, corner. Nash for 3. Doesn't drop. Heidecker with a rebound. Here's Mason Heidecker. He'll bring it over the timeline. Heidecker with the basketball. It's a 65-41 lead here for Hillcrest. Lead here now by 24. Jensen, baseline against Swedberg. Leaves his feet. Pass off to Brennan Court. Doesn't drop. Swedberg pulls the rebound down. Now to Kean Stender. Into the front court. Down to Sean Berge in the corner. Berge, high post. Now to Kean Stender. Out to Berge. Top of the key. Corner to Nash. Cross court skip pass. Kean Stender's going to drive. Along the baseline spins. Lefty doesn't drop. And Lincoln Nash picks up the rebound, and he'll score. He's got 16. He's had a nice night as well. 4 3-pointers at that. And we have a timeout on the floor, and we'll keep it right here. It looks like Tigers are going to sub in some different players. Same with the Comets. So a big round of applause here for the Hillcrest starters. They're going to come out. And we're going to have timeout. Both teams will get organized. I'll try to give you all the updates here. In for the Comets is going to be Will Selvig, Drake Veldhaus, and Samuel Swenson, and Micah Rasmussen. And one of the other Hillcrest guys is not in the program here. And for Rothsay, they're going to bring in Trey Holland and Jackson Eckley, Corey Upsall, and also, let's see, number 11, Ben Metzger, and then also Easton Court, who's been in the game already. 67-41, both teams emptying out their benches. Inbound pass. Comes in, Rossi with the basketball, high post pass to Easton Court. Corner it goes. 3-point attempt, doesn't drop. Rebound, put up and in. There by number 21, Eckley. Comets with a 67-43 lead here with 2 minutes to play. Near side, Micah Rasmussen down the corner. Back out to Micah. He'll swing it far side to Court. Pass down in the paint. Little drive. Pull up jumper there. No good there off the hand of Samuel Swenson. And the Tigers come down with the rebound with 1:41 to play here on the Park Region scoreboard. Jackson Eckley, who had a basket on his last trip down the floor. Near side pass for Metzger. Metzger, left-hand dribble. Tried to kick it into the corner, lost the basketball, went out of bounds. And it's going to go back to the Comets. 67-43, Comets with the lead here. Their biggest lead, 24. Comets got it down to 10 at the end of the first half, towards the end of the first half. Creep back down a little closer, down within 13, but that's all the closer they've got. Shot off the glass. No good there by Veldhaus into the front court. And the Tigers turn it over with 1 minute and 7 seconds to play. Again, our post-game show will give you an update on our upcoming stream games. Comets with the basketball. Here's Micah Rasmussen. Micah pass near side to Selvig. Back out to Swenson. Now Selvig right in front of his own bench. 50 seconds to play. Veldhaus hands it off. Selvig for 3, and he hits it. He's got 2 3-pointers in the game. 70-43. 36 seconds to play. Tigers with the basketball. They'll hand it off now to Eckley. He kicks it in the corner. Easton Court. That shot is short, and it's going to go out of bounds. And the ball goes back to the Comets. And right now I have Rothsay only shooting 2 free throws in the whole game. And those were chances to convert 3-point plays. That is unheard of. They're just going to time it out here at center court. Comets are going to pick up their 18th victory of the season. They're going to go to 18-5. And Rothsay, they'll go to 13-10. There's the final buzzer as the Comets win it here on their home floor, 70-43. They stay unbeaten in the Little 8 Conference. We'll take a break and come back with our post-game show. In the final score, 70-43, Park Region service beyond the connection.
Auto Owners is local, personal, and affordable. That's simple human sense.
Contact Dallas, Chris, or John at Rylander Insurance Agency in Ashby to find the right insurance that fits you.
From fresh cut steaks to deli favorites and local goodies, Ashby Market and Meats brings the flavor home. Perfect for supper, snacking, or stocking up for the weekend, this place is a local favorite for a reason. Ashby Market and Meats, small town charm, big time taste.
At Ashby Public Schools, excellence is our tradition. Small school, big impact, lasting legacy. We nurture talents through academics, athletics, and community service. Experience the Ashby difference. Visit ashby.k12.mn.us.
At Underwood Insurance, your peace of mind is their priority. From home to auto, farm to commercial, they've got you covered with unbeatable rates and personalized plans. Call 826-6772 or stop by their Main Street office in Underwood. Get your quote today, and remember, go Rockets!
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
It takes a team to win on the court and at home. When it comes to heating your house, Ashby Equity is the MVP. Their secure comfort propane options keep you warm all season long. Score big with contract pricing. Put Ashby Equity in the game today at ashbyequity.net.
The 2025 model year closeout sale continues at Minnesota Motor Company in Fergus Falls. They have 2 remaining Buick Envistas that would definitely cheer up your winter blues. With these great deals, you can get into a new, sporty, reliable vehicle for just over $25,000. Buick, exceptional by design.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Hey, welcome back to Hillcrest. The Comets win it here by a score of 70-43. That's our final score on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. 31-18 was the score at the half, and the Comets extended that lead. And the biggest it got, I believe, was here. We end here at 27 points. Let's run through the scoring. First of all, for the Comets, 27 points for Sean Berge, or 24 points, pardon me. And he had, count them, 1, 2, 3 3-pointers. He was 3 for 3 from the line. Kean Stender had a pair of 3-pointers. He was 3 for 4 from the line. He finished with 11 points. Drew Fisher with 1 3-pointer and 5 points. Lincoln Nash had 4 3-pointers, 2 2-point field goals. He ends up with 16 tonight. A pair of 3-pointers for Will Selvig off the bench. And then another strong game down low by Ethan Swedberg. He had 6 points, but he had a number of boards as well. I don't have the official totals there as well. But the Comets were 6 for 7 from the free throw line. There were not very many free throws shot here tonight whatsoever. Only 2 or 3 for the Comets in the second half. Rothsay, their scoring looked like this. Senior Carson Jensen had 14 points. He had 4 3-pointers and 1 2-point field goal. Mason Heidecker played a good game tonight. He had 10, all on 2-point field goals. He was 0 for 2 from the line. And Wesley Phillips with 2 points. 6 points for Brennan Court. 9 points on 3 3-pointers for Asher Cato. He shot it really well tonight. And Easton Court had 1 2-point field goal. And Rossi was 0 for 2 from the line. So only 9 free throw shot in the entire 36 minutes. You don't see that very often, but it was a cleanly played game. But the Comets come out with a 70-43 victory. We'll take a brief timeout. We'll come back and name our Toyota Quality Player of the Game.
Lake Region Healthcare knows what all coaches know. It takes tons of teamwork, great amounts of grit, and heaps of hustle to triumph. Lake Region Healthcare, supporting and celebrating our high school athletes.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls is proud to support our local high school sports teams. From big business projects or even just a few flyers, they've got you covered with quality printing and personal service. Call Midwest Printing in Fergus Falls.
All right, we are back. It's now time to name our Toyota Quality Player of the Game, brought to you by Quality. I'm going to put that graphic back up. You don't want to look at me. Sean Berge, there it is. 27 points. He had 3 3-pointers. I don't have the rebound stats, but he was close to double digits at that, and he was 3 for 3 from the line. So our quality player of the game tonight is Sean Berge. For screen printing and custom embroidery with a Preston personal service around, contact Lake Country Graphics at 1223 North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls, or call them at 998-4027. Before we go off the air, we'll look at our upcoming streaming games, which are coming your way. I just got to get this computer a little closer. Otter Girls will take on St. Cloud tomorrow night. That's at 7 o'clock. And then the Otter Boys will take on Ricori. And then it will be the Otter Boys on the 27th. Pardon me, that game against the boys and the Ricori game will be on the 24th. Then the final game for the Otter Boys will be on the 27th. And that'll be against St. Cloud Tech. And so, all right, good one here tonight for the Comets. Again, quality player of the game is Sean Berge. Thanks to Dave Neese, our game side engineer, and Jesse Otto doing a great job on the camera. That'll do it for me, Mark Johnson. Don't forget to tune in to Craig Olson tomorrow morning and catch up on all the area scores. The Otter Boys, they win it tonight. I just want to conclude with that 72-54 over Sauk Rapids Rice. Comets win it here 70-43. Good night, everyone.
Thank you for joining us for a special KBRF Radio Sports Streaming presentation. Tonight's game is proudly brought to you by the Minnesota Motor Company and the Minnesota Motor Company Halftime Show. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region Healthcare Timeout. Park Region and your Park Region Scoreboard. Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota Player of the Game. Midwest Printing. Ashby Sports. Running Stitches Embroidery. Ashby Equity. Ashby Market and Meats, Rylander, and by Underwood Insurance. You can find this game and others by going to KBRFradio.com, clicking on sports streaming, clicking on the KBRF Radio YouTube channel.